Soul Simmers, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're building on the Ragdoll refurb lot in Brindleton Bay. It's a 20 by 20 lot and let's get started. It's currently raining in this save right now, so that's why everything looks a little gloomy, and it's also fall, so I'm going to try to emulate the fall vibes with this house here. Not necessarily like a fall themed house, but something cozy and where you'd want to curl up with a good book. The counters are from Parenthood, and I think the refrigerator is from Growing Together. I'm also using the matching cabinets from Parenthood. I also added this bay window to the kitchen so you can look out there while you're cooking, and then I added the matching stove from Growing Together. Everything kept getting deleted in this build, so my window is like gone now. Don't worry, I'll put it back when I'm done. I don't know why that kept happening. I had move objects on, so it's probably just like some weird glitch or something. But I ended up using these For Rent tiles for the floor and this Home Chef Hustle wallpaper for the kitchen. This build got so expensive so fast, and I'm not even sure how. I only have the kitchen furnished, and it's not even that much stuff. I have such a hard time making starter homes in this game, unless they're like tiny homes, and even then I still go over budget. And because I was already over budget, I just decided why not, so I just decided to go crazy with the clutter and do a bunch of alt placing to get it all to fit up here on this shelf, like this casserole dish. There's like a little honey pot thing. And we also have a few appliances. We've got the mixer and the waffle maker here just for fun. I'm just imagining that this place belongs to like a grandmother and her daughter. This sink here is from the Country Kitchen Kit, and I think it goes quite nicely with these cabinets from Parenthood. I also gave us a scale and some spices and a dish drying rack above the sink. We have this weird little bump out in the living room, so I thought it would be fun to put this chair from high school years in here. It's almost like a daybed kind of chair. We also have a fireplace from Cats and Dogs in here. Because this is such a weirdly long living room, I had a hard time finding furniture that actually fit in here that looked good. After I finished like adjusting everything to make sure that I was able to access the rooms, it looks a little off-center, but we're gonna have to ignore that because that's just kind of how it worked out. Chances are your Sims aren't gonna sit in front of the fire anyway, they're probably just gonna stand in front of it. I also just want to apologize for the amount of packs that I used in this house. I used about 28. I tried to use mostly cats and dogs, so most of the other items are coming from like random pieces of clutter. Like this wood carrier from Werewolves, it's the only item I used from that pack. I would love to have one of those in the base game. It's so realistic. Like we have the fire pokers, but not the actual wood carrier like in the base game. And this little item here is from the Book Nook kit. It's got like a little coffee mug and an open book. I thought it'd be great next to our little daybed on the coffee table. I'm not going to add a TV in this house, but there is a computer and a radio. Placing a bunch of random clutter and pictures and stuff in here because I wanted it to look a little bit more lived in than some of my other builds have been lately. But let's move on to the bedrooms. I'm just kind of placing some furniture in here just to get an idea of how big the space is. But we're going to start off with the main bedroom. This is the bedroom that I pictured having the grandparents be in. This vanity is from Cottage Living, and I never really use it, so I thought it would be perfect in this house. It really matches the vibe. This painting is just from the base game of like a prairie. There are 2 bathrooms in this house. There is the master bathroom, and then there's one downstairs that's just like a half bathroom. And I'm going to use mostly base game stuff for the bathrooms, aside from like some clutter items here and there. I'm not a huge fan of decorating bathrooms. Your Sims don't really spend a ton of time in there, so I try to just do basic decorations in the bathrooms. I think we need another bathroom kit. They honestly could have made like a bathroom stuff pack and I probably would have bought it because we need more bathroom clutter items that aren't so big. Some of them are really huge. And a lot of the times my bathrooms are like 2x3 bathrooms, maybe a 3x3 bathroom here and there. But we need like a small bathroom. Like Tiny Living should have come with a 1-tile shower, but it didn't. I don't know why it didn't though. It didn't really come with a lot of tiny furniture either. Like the TVs from Tiny Living are gigantic. On the shelf above the toilet, I added some towels and some bath salts as well as a hairdryer. And then we're going to move on to the smaller bedroom. I did end up changing the single bed to a double bed. I didn't like the way that the single bed looked in here. It was just not big enough. But I did like the swatch. This bed is from high school years. It's got like a light blue and dark blue bedding. It's really cool looking and it fits like perfectly in here. We've got like a blue theme going on. The desk is from high school years as well, and so is the chair that I'm going to add to it. I love high school years. Aside from the Growing Together expansion pack, the high school years expansion pack is probably one of my favorite that they have done. All of the items are either like antique or art deco looking, and I just like the vibes. I added a laptop from the University expansion pack as well as a lantern from Growing Together. I thought that was a nice touch. You know, we're in Brindleton Bay, there's like a lighthouse here. Maybe they got the lantern from the lighthouse. I don't know. I had to alt place everything that is on this shelf because nothing slots to it for some reason. It took a long time to get the books to line up right because I didn't want them to like clip into the back of the desk. As I'm going through and placing some more clutter items throughout the build, just for some finishing touches, I'm going to go and replace all of the lights that are in here so they're not the little saucer ones. I do keep the one in the bathroom though, just because I think that's a little bit more realistic to have a smaller light like that in the smaller bathroom. The smaller bathroom is pretty much the same as the larger bathroom with all the same like base game appliances and a cats and dogs mirror, and the little medicine cabinet is from the Parenthood pack, I believe. And then I added this little window here and I tried to add a curtain to it, but for some reason it was like doing some weird things with the lighting and it didn't look right. It was just like a shadow over it for some reason. I'm not sure why. And then I got into the landscaping. I wanted to make sure that there was two nice, beautiful gardens out in the front of this house. We have a little bit of extra space over here. There's not really that much room on this 20 by 20 lot for like a huge backyard, so most of the stuff is on the porch. I also added a little bird feeder from the backyard patio pack, I think. Your Sims can actually put bird seed in there and like it will animate little birds coming in flying to your bird feeder. It's really cool. It took such a long time to place all these rocks individually. Like in real time, it was probably like 5 to 10 minutes. I never really do a whole lot of good landscaping, so I thought I would do something a little bit extra than what I normally do and just like put a little rock garden around where I would like my landscaping to be. And then we'll add some plants afterward. If you want to download this build, it'll be on the gallery at Darth_Jeswick, just like it appears here on YouTube. But that is all the time I have for today's speed build. We should be getting to the tour in just a few moments, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button because it really helps out. I try to upload a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Dag dag!